Good morning. How are you? This is Tracy Prachu, and I'm with the RCAW, and I'm with Heidi Ellsworth from Roofers Coffee Shop, and she is here today to give us some great words about a lot of different marketing ideas and things we can do with the Roofers Coffee Shop as members of the RCAW. So I'm going to turn it over to Heidi.
Thank you, Tracy. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this beautiful fall day. And we are going to show our screen here, and hopefully everybody is seeing this. It looks like it's showing up good. So thank you, Tracy, again, and thank you so much for having us today. I understand that this is quite the series, and so I'm pretty excited to be on it right up front. My name is Heidi Ellsworth, and I am a partner with Roofers Coffee Shop. Roofers Coffee Shop is a website for all of you, and we have a wonderful program with RCAW. Tracy has put a lot of work and time into it, and so what we wanted to do today was to talk about not just Roofers Coffee Shop, although you'll see a lot of that, but I also want to talk about, as we're going through this presentation, how you can use it in your business. Today is all about content. It's all about substance and getting information out there. And a lot of you have marketing folks who are trying to look for content. You may be looking for content. As you are going through that exercise, you need to be using the resources from the industry. So it may be what you see right here at RCAW on your digital presence. It may be NRCA. And we definitely, every single day, work to put content out that you can not only learn from, but you can use in your business at Roofers Coffee Shop. So let's get started, and I'll share a little bit about what we do. The Roofers Coffee Shop is, as we say, where the industry meets. We have been online since 2002, and we try to make it for everyone. This is one of the most inclusive sites. It doesn't matter what you do in roofing, we want you. And we want roofing contractors to be there every single day, checking out what's happening and how you can, like we talked about, use this in your business. So let me give you just a little bit of a history on this. Some of you out there may remember Roofers Exchange. Roofers Exchange was a newspaper that went on every distributor's counter across the entire country. It was classified ads, or as some of us closer to my age may remember, nickel ads. And it really was started by Vicki Sharples. Vicki Sharples was manufacturer's rep. And as she walked into a distributor's location one day, she saw this bulletin board. And on that bulletin board, she saw all this communication going on back and forth between roofing contractors, and she wanted to capture that. So she did, and that's how Roofers Exchange started. But again, she is very much a visionary. And so what she saw was print is going out, digital's in, and this was clear back in 2002. So in 2002, she launched Roofers Coffee Shop, a place where the industry meets, a coffee shop where you can get networking, you can get information, you can find out what's happening in the roofing industry. And that really took off. We've had so many different contractors over the years and roofing professionals on the site. And in 2015, I was lucky enough to join Vicki. She asked me to come be a part of Roofers Coffee Shop. And I had worked for companies like Carlisle, Malarkey, Eagleview, had my own ad agency. And so I really was excited to be able to be a part of this place where contractors, roofing professionals could come and we could really share information on a daily basis, actually minute by minute. It's amazing how fast this digital world works. So in 2015, we relaunched, I joined, we put it back out there, and in 2019, we did a full website update. So as you're looking on it today, we are constantly updating it, constantly making sure that it's relevant. We have full analytics, full dashboard, so that we can really watch and learn what people are interested in. I can see the articles that you're reading, maybe not you specifically, but I can see the numbers, and that makes a big difference. So in 2019, we relaunched that. We had all the analytics, and in that same year, we were actually lucky enough to win a Folio Award. So the Folio Awards are a publishing award, and it has New York Times, Washington Post. It also has Oprah. It has a number of publications, anything that's out there that's on web or print. And we were lucky enough to bring the roofing industry to that platform and win Best B2B Construction Website. And we also won an honorable mention for our community. And that's really what we continue to do today, is the community. Today we have coffee conversations, which we'll talk about and in a little bit. And in January 2021, we're going to be launching Ask a Roofer for homeowners. So lots to come, great history, and even brighter future. As we kind of go through this too, sometimes, sharing some of these things like the award, you may think, well, yeah, that's nice. But what I really want to talk about is this is the kind of marketing that can happen for your company. And many of you do it. Many of you are out there winning awards, applying for awards, really showing off your company. But there's many of you who are not. And the days of being a little humble about that, don't do it. Show how great your company is. Apply for awards, and you'll find a whole section on Roofers Coffee Shop of industry awards that you can send your projects into, that you can talk to, show your people, really show off the roofing professionalism that we have. In fact, as we kind of work through the website, you'd be amazed. We had, this is from our media kit, 156,000 unique visitors last year. And actually, I just redid the numbers, September through September, and we've already jumped 159,000. So the numbers continue to grow in this digital world, and you want to be a part of that. So by coming on to resources like Roofers Coffee Shop, you're going to be able to start really seeing what's happening out there and how you can interject your company into that and then share that with your customers. That's the trick, is to really create that community and share that with your customers, to let them see your roofing professionalism and how involved you are in your industry and in your community through all those types of awards. And the reach is only growing. When you think about it, many of you on your websites, you need to be involved with directories. You need to be on social media. You need to be working on search engine optimization so your customers can find you. One of the places to get that kind of information and to see the breadth of information and content that is out there is on this site. And from this graphic, you can see how many different ways you can promote your company, how many different ways you can learn, train your employees, and even bring some of this fun and education to your employees to help your own culture. That whole roofing respect, showing what other people are doing. And it is a community. And this is, again, I want to bring this back to your company, because as you're looking at your company and you're saying, what's our culture? What are we putting out there? How are we talking about it? These are the type of communities that you want to be really pushing out there. Do you have Spanish-speaking employees? Do you have relationships in Canada? Maybe, maybe not. Being in Washington, we know our border is right there. What are you doing with philanthropy? And what is that roofing respect that you can show to every single person out there and every single customer and all your employees? These are the types of communities that you'll find online. These are the type of communities you're going to find on Roofers Coffee Shop that you can get ideas from, you can share content from, and you can really bring that back to your leadership and to your culture in your company. Now let's get down some tactical how to use it. So you have a discount as an RCAW member where we are giving you, first of all, a free classified ad, and second of all, you're going to get ongoing discounts on classifieds through RCAW. You also will have discounts on our club, which we'll talk about in a minute. So you may be thinking, what do I need online classifieds for? Labor. This is a place where you can go contractor to contractor. Employees, we are actually, as Roofers Coffee Shop, we are going outside the industry every single day with paid programs to get more people to come in and look at the classifieds who have not been in roofing. We want to get more people in. So whether that's Spanish speaking, English speaking, French speaking, it doesn't matter. We are constantly pushing out there to get more people involved. And as you can see from this graphic, our site changes to Spanish. So we get all kinds of people on the site who can read, who maybe are different languages, but still interested in roofing. It's also a great place to think about cleaning out your warehouse. We're getting that time of year. You might have some equipment, maybe you've changed directions and you don't need that equipment anymore. You may have maybe a dog pile out back that you just want to sell some of the materials off. This is a place to do it, and we do it by region, so you'll find people in the Pacific Northwest who are looking for new equipment, for tools, for materials, whatever it is that you want to buy or sell, or whatever type of labor or employees that you're looking for. This is the place to do it. And it's also just great for research. Go on there and see what everyone else is doing. See what they're selling. A cup of coffee in the morning, spend about 15, 30 minutes and check it out. You'll be amazed at all the stuff that's on there. I've had people sell their businesses on the site before, so you just never know. And we're there for you every step of the way. So the lady who works with me, Karen Sharples, absolutely the most amazing lady in the world. She watches our classifieds every single day. If you're having any problems with those classifieds or if things aren't making sense, she's the first person who will reach out to you and say, how can I help? So there are real people here helping you. And we also help with tips that you can find on the site, how to write a great headline, how to provide a detailed body description, how to really have that call to action. All these types of tips, because just like in normal advertising, if you're looking for employees, you want that classified ad to be engaging. You want them to come work for your company. And speaking of contractor to contractor, really when you're looking at this forum, this launched in 2002 and we have over 500,000 pages of conversations, 500,000 pages of forum. So this is a place for you and your employees to go ask questions, give advice, be a mentor, look at the research of past products, what people are saying. So this forum is there for you every day. And again, it's in Spanish, it's in French. People can use this site and the forum to really connect with the industry. And like I said, over 4,000 separate topics. I mean, you just won't get bored here. You can find stuff all the way back to 2002 and really understand what's happening. The website is really more than just business too. We want to make this fun. We believe in entertaining, information, and education. And so one of the things that you want to be sure to check out on the site on a regular basis is all of our fun stuff. We have promos and rebates where you can go in and get free samples, you can get discounts, you can get free stuff. It's just fun. So you look for that under the information tab. We also have contests, quizzes. We have a great quiz on what kind of roofer are you. We have the events for the whole, both US and Canada, everything in roofing. And like we talked about earlier, you can also go on there and research scholarships, awards, and all the trade associations. So there is a wealth of information. And so as you're thinking about, I wonder about this, this is the place. And share this with your employees. I think one of the fun things that I see a lot of times are companies who together, maybe they hold up one of our bumper stickers, or they're on the side, or they're sending in pictures of the crews. Those kind of things for the contest build culture in your company. It's fun. It's something to do together. So definitely a part of the website to check out and just enjoy. And as I said earlier, we're multilingual. So the site, all you do is go to the upper right-hand corner, you hit the yellow button, and you can read it in English, Spanish, or French. And we feel this is really important. We want to be inclusive to everyone. I wish we could have every single language out there, but right now we have these three, and it allows a number of people to be able to engage, to use the site, and to really start having conversations with our Spanish forum, with our Spanish classified ads. We have ladies actually who, as emails or comments from the classifieds come in Spanish, we answer them back in Spanish. So it's very interactive, and makes me very happy, very inclusive. A great thing for you, again, to share with your employees. And as you're looking at it, speaking of sharing with employees and using, or sharing with your employers, depending on who's listening to this, we also are multi-generational in how we deliver content. So when I say multi-generational, what I really mean is we all learn different. And sometimes if we're a little bit older, we might learn one way. If we're a little bit younger, we're going to learn it a different way. But everyone has certain ways that they like to learn. Some like to read it, some like to listen, and some like to watch. And that's our Read, Listen, Watch campaign. This is a great tool for your company to use to be able to help train employees to learn about new products, to understand what's happening in the industry, to find out about the newest initiatives that are out there. And so we have podcasts that go every week. We're moving into our third season of podcasts, our second or third season of RLWs, which are webinars. They're live and they're educational. These are the type of things that you can use every day to help people, especially new people into the industry, to learn about it, as you're getting involved in wanting those ideas, right? What things are out there, remote marketing, remote selling, all these kind of webinars and podcasts are on our site right now, just waiting for you to listen to and to use in your marketing and in your planning for your business. And because of understanding that everybody learns different, these RLWs, we do them live. So for example, tomorrow, John Kenny will be on there from Cottony Consulting Group talking about adopting technology. That is something everybody needs right now. What makes sense for roofing? So this happens once a month, the end of every month. We have this truly educational opportunity where you can read about it through a transcript, you can watch it live, you can watch it on demand, or you can listen to it through the podcast channels. So by subscribing to the podcast, you will get all of this and checking out our site. We also have every other week our coffee conversations. So our coffee conversations are really about you. We invite people to come on live and ask questions. We talk about issues like legal conferences, legal issues. We talk about what's happening in the NRCA health program, all different kinds of things that we will have throughout the year. And again, it's an opportunity for you to engage. So we aren't going to trade shows. We can't get in person as much as we were, but you can get live and talk to people and listen to people virtually. So whether it's through us at Roofers Coffee Shop or through RCAW like today, these are the type of things that can really help you continue to engage and network even during this time of COVID. And so let's, speaking of reading, I like to read. I'm probably of that generation. But we have a full newsroom. And this is where your marketing department can really start using some of this content. There are going to be articles in here on new products, on, as you can see, the Endura product from United Asphalts. You are going to see different things in here that you can then repurpose this content and share it with your customers. So whether it's about the most recent solar or most recent different types of build-up systems or different types of shingles or weather, there is going to be articles on here. So as you are trying to fill your pipeline for marketing, come here. This is where you can research it. And we share with RCAW. We send articles to you, you send articles to us. So there's all kinds, it's just a continuous circle of information that works for your business. So often people will not do a social strategy or they will not do a blog because they're afraid, I just don't have enough content. Who's going to do it? This is an opportunity for you to find what you need that makes sense, that's all about roofing. And speaking of which, it's the same when you look at social media. So as you're looking at social media, and again, you're like, what do we do? How do we run this? This is a place where you can find it. You can find cool pictures, articles, safety tips, information, all of it on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube. These are the type of things that really add spice to your social media. So we all kind of get that excitement about, oh, we're going to show this next roof or this customer who just gave a testimonial or review, all super important. And you want to use those, but you also want to intersperse it with maybe some cool history pictures or maybe some really cool pictures from Canada or who knows from where. But as you're looking at that, this is a great place for that content. It's also a great place, again, to encourage everyone in your company to follow and to engage. Do comments, be a part of it, meet people, see what other people are saying. It is a way to engage your employees, engage your customers that is different but very relevant to roofing. And we do the same thing. We give you a little snippet every week with our e-news. So you can, I love this picture, and we have contests in there every week. So you can send us those pictures in. October is going to be the scariest roof. We want you to send that to us. We want you to share that. See some of the ideas that we do, use them. That's the idea. We want to be fully collaborative with all of our members, our contractors, our roofing professionals out there. And on the research side of things, I know now is tough. There's no trade shows to go to. You're probably not seeing your manufacturer's reps as much. So you're really depending on, how do I research? And of course, we all know, Google it. But you can also come to the directory on Roofers Coffee Shop, and in that directory, you will find all kinds of research, initiatives that are happening, new products, solutions for problems, for pain points that you may have with new technologies or new products. This is a place where you can really find it, find great information and do some research, and then you can engage, because we have that opportunity for you to email, to chat, to talk to all the people who are in the directory and find out what's going on. So even during this crazy time, these are the types of ways that the roofing industry stays together. And really, we have people all the time on this. 109 manufacturers, service providers, and technology companies, 281 distributor locations, 34 trade associations, including, of course, our CAW. And then we also have, and I'll show you in a minute, but we have a contractor directory that all of you can be in. We have roof consultants, manufacturers, reps. In fact, we have 443 directory listings and growing. That probably grew since I typed that number in there. We also have over 7,000 registered users who are every day in here placing classifieds, looking at the directories in the forum, and are networking with each other. So a powerful resource for you and your employees, and something to share with your customers. So finally, as we had been talking, Tracy and I, what our CAW is doing for you as members and for all of the discounts is amazing. And we're very proud that Roofers Coffee Shop is a member of our CAW. One of the things that we've put together is a club. So this is a fun club, and this is something where it helps you on the site to take even more advantage of the Roofers Coffee Shop. So when you become an R Club member, we're going to do some special promotions. We're going to send you a box of love. We have free consulting. You get free and discounted classifieds. We give a contribution to charity as a percentage of your membership. And we really look at how we can continue to help you network and have fun with people from all over the country, US and Canada. And actually, we get people in here from all around the world. So we get Australia too. We get Europe. It's crazy. But this is that opportunity. And so we've really tried to make it a fun, different thing that where you can talk to people, you can get consulting, and you can really kind of look at how you can be active within on the site, just one step more, whether that's as an individual, as a company, or as a premium. This is really something that is fun for you and your employees. we're also will have all kinds of fun new things coming up in 2021, including the homeowners website that I mentioned, Ask a Roofer. Now, this is going to be launching in January, so stay tuned. But the contractors who are in the ARC Club are also going to have that opportunity to talk to the homeowners, to answer questions, to engage with them. So it becomes, again, this a strong community coming together to really show roofing respect, show roofing professionalism, help the homeowners to get the best roof and the best service possible. And as part of all of this, we are constantly promoting the roofing industry. We're promoting roofing respect. We do that through bumper stickers, through window clings, through shirts, through coffee mugs, you name it. So we have a gift shop coming in 2021. But in the meantime, if you want a bumper sticker, if you want a window cling, if you're looking for some mugs, all you have to do is reach out to me, Heidi at rooferscoffeeshop.com. We'll get you hooked up. We'll take care of you. We are looking to just share the love of roofing respect with everybody out there in the roofing industry, and especially with our friends at RCAW. And in fact, part of that is the promos. So we have promo codes that we've worked together, Tracy and I, so you can get a free classified ad with RCAW. You just go in through the classifieds, go ahead and put all your information in, put that promo code in free for a standard classified ad. We also give 10% discounts on the RCAW R Club, or using promo code RCAW R Club. And so again, these are the kind of discounts, these are the kind of things we want you to be involved on, but it's also, there's no cost to come on to Roofers Coffee Shop. So just enjoy it, be a part of it, whatever fits you and your company. And like I said earlier, we have this amazing team that is all part of the roofing industry, from our editor, Karen Edwards, to the operations and the lady who you'll be chatting with a lot on the classifieds, Karen Sharples, to this whole team who are here to help take care of you, to meet you, to be a part of it. That's what's really important. We love the roofing industry and we love roofing. So this team works every single day to bring you the best of all of that. Finally, here's my information. Reach out, find us on social media, LinkedIn, find us on websites, find us wherever it's easy for you, because we want you to be part of the Roofers Coffee Shop community, and we want to help you in your business so that you continue to see the great success that's out there right now. Thank you so much. Tracy, any questions or anything that we need to share?
Thank you, Heidi. That was awesome. One of the questions I have here is, where do I go to subscribe to the podcast channel?
Oh, perfect. So you get your phone out and you go to your favorite podcast. For me, it's right there on my Apple. You know, if I type in podcast on my Apple, I find the Apple podcast comes up, you subscribe, you type in Roofers Coffee Shop and you subscribe. Some other places that people really like, Spotify is a great one. You can subscribe there. iHeartRadio is another one. Google has their own podcast playlist. So go onto your Google, type in podcast, their app comes up, and then you can subscribe. Just type in Roofers Coffee Shop and find us. So it's all about getting that either on your phone or your mobile device. I think even on your laptop, probably. Here now I'm showing my age, but if you have any problems finding it, just let us know, because we have some really smart people who handle our podcasts and can help you work through that.
And then as an RCAW member, if I want to sign up for the R Club, I just go to the R Club and use the special promotion and
yes,
zoom right in.
And it takes you right in. So you'll see it on top of the navigation. At the very top, you'll see our club and it'll say join our club. Go there, type it in, and you're set and you have that discount. And if you need any help with that, again, you know how to, I mean, it's pretty easy. Remember Heidi at rooferscoffeeshop.com and we can help you through it.
And then is there a way to get on a list to always get information on all of the upcoming webinars and things that you've got going on?
Yes.
Is that just by joining the R Club?
Yep, our week in review that e-news that I showed there, when you go to the site, you'll see up in, if you have registered before, you should hopefully be getting the week in review. If you're not, you can sign up for it. Just send us a note, or you'll see on the site under the R Club where to sign up for the week in review. If you have not registered on the site or signed up in the past, you'll see it great big right up in the right-hand corner, sign up for the week in review, become a user. And once you do that and you become that user, then you're all set to get into the classifieds, to get into the forum, because there's just a few places, there's no cost, but you need to be registered in order to get into them. And then once you go into the R Club, you automatically get registered. Plus you get additional pages that no one else sees except for members.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Are there any more questions out there? I don't see any more. So I think that we've answered all of our questions, and I want to thank you so much for being with us today, Heidi. That was great information.
You.
Cleared up some things for me too, so I can be a better conduit of information to our members. So,
well, good. And you know, Tracy, we're always open to ideas too. So we're constantly promoting all of your activities, whether that's your golf tournaments or your Christmas parties, all of these lunch and learns. We're going to have it on the site all the time. So if anybody in our CAW has ideas or is like, can you do this? Just ask. We always love to do that kind of stuff.
Perfect. And then our next lunch and learn that is coming up will be on the 6th of October, or no, actually the 13th of October with Podium, Kevin Hunt. So tune in for that. He's got some good words for us. And then we have Ryan Groth on the 15th for our biannual. And everybody stay tuned because we have a COVID-friendly Christmas gala announcement coming up mid-month that is going to knock your socks off. So, yay.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you, Tracy.
Thank you, Heidi. And thank you for everybody who tuned in, and we will see you soon. Take care. Bye.